put your hands together for Al Jensen. You heard him, he said, put your hands together. Let me give you a profile view. Does anybody recognize me from my modeling days? That's right, ma'am. I'm the before model for Ultra Slim Fast. Thanks for recognizing me. I, just like my father and his father before him, we were all born in Central America. That's right, Iowa. I recently moved here to Las Vegas. I guess it's been about 6 years ago. I moved here from Southern California. Moved here from the Los Angeles area, primarily so I could live a little closer to my money, if you know what I'm talking about, and I think that you do. That's right, some people suggested when I moved here to Las Vegas, they said, Al, I think you have a gambling problem. I says, really, gambling is only a problem if you're a loser, if you know what I'm talking about. And I wasn't a loser. Okay, it's true, I was a loser. So I did the adult thing, I did the mature thing. I joined Gamblers Anonymous. That's right, I did. Unfortunately, they gave me 9 to 5 odds that I would never show up for a second meeting. That's true. Now, for those of you who have been in Vegas before, you know if you're gambling in Vegas, you're drinking in Vegas. Am I right, people? That's right. I mean, all the free drinks you want. Of course, they are some of the most expensive free drinks you'll ever have in your life, but that's another story. The point is this, it didn't take me long once I moved to Las Vegas to realize I had what some people might call a little bit of a drinking problem. But I did the adult thing, I did the mature thing. I joined Alcoholics Anonymous. That's right. Yeah, they told me my problem was so severe, hell, they referred me to AAA. And then as long as I was in the joining mood, I thought, what the hell, I'm going to join Paranoids Anonymous. Now that was a great idea, the only problem is, they won't tell me where the meetings are being held. And that's probably for the best, because hell, nobody likes a quitter anyway. Is anybody in here a gambler? Anybody like to gamble? Let's hear it for the gamblers. Yeah. Anybody go down to Fremont Street? Fremont Street gamblers? That's a cool place. That's a cool place. I consider that the granola part of the city, filled with fruits, nuts, and flakes everywhere, if you know what I'm talking about. I was down on Fremont Street a couple of days ago, walking down towards the Four Queens Hotel, and came across a gentleman in a wheelchair, kind of a stately looking gentleman, couldn't get along so well, had a big long white beard, kind of looked like kind of like Santa Claus, if you will, much like my grandfather. He calls me over, apparently wants to talk to me and says, hey Sonny, do you have a fairy godmother? I says, no, but I got an uncle I'm keeping a pretty close watch on. I don't know if you read about this in the news or not, but down at the Four Queens Hotel a couple of weeks ago, it was on a Saturday night, they ended up having to close the entire casino down for like 4 hours. See, there was a first-time visitor to Las Vegas, some guy from Arkansas, I guess. Anybody here from Arkansas? If there is, I'll have to change the state because I don't want to get my ass kicked after this. In any event, some guy from Arkansas, first-time visitor down to the Four Queens Hotel a week ago Saturday night. They ended up having to close the entire casino down for about 4 hours. Yeah, they had to call in the hazardous materials cleanup squad. See, apparently this guy had no idea what the craps table was all about. That's all I'm saying, you know? That's all I'm saying. Kind of amazing. It is tourist season, but they really get pissed if you shoot them. Somebody earlier said something about this new slogan about Las Vegas. The slogan in Las Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. I think the new slogan should be what happens in Vegas cannot necessarily be cured with penicillin. So just watch it, folks, just watch it. Earlier tonight, I was up at the bar watching many of the wonderful comedians earlier, and a very attractive young lady just came right up next to me. And I went, wow, this is pretty cool, because frankly, that rarely happens to me. In any event, she comes up to me and says, a penny for your thoughts. I says, really? She goes, yeah, and if you want to act on them, it'll be $300. That's right. Did I hear some people are visiting Las Vegas right now? Some visitors? Let me hear you. Visitors from Las Vegas? Some guys visiting Las Vegas? It's a great time to be visiting Las Vegas right now because the Midget Hookers of America are in town. Did you know that? The Midget Hookers of America are in town? That's right, they've got a special right now for $20, they'll go up on you. That's right. They'll tell you that they love you, and I guarantee you'll be nuts over them. Yeah. My problem is they'll have their nose in your business all night long. Listen, folks, that's all the time I have. I'm Big Al. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your comedians.
Big Al, everybody, and Big Al. Put your hands together for him.